Hi everybody, welcome back to Cucina Divino. Today we're going to make a little savory appetizer for our social hour that we do here every twice a month at the Amenity Center. Rather than have a big meal, we're going to make some snacks. So what I've decided to do is try to make some cheesy sesame snacks with on phyllo dough with some Gruyere cheese as a topping, and we'll see how that works. So let's see, we got to get going before this phyllo dough. It's a little hard to work with, but before it dries out. So what we have, I'm going to use 3 sheets of phyllo dough, and we're going to use some melted unsweetened butter. I have 1 egg white that I've just beat up a little bit.
Egg yolk.
Egg white that I beat up a little bit. No, John. And then I have some black and white sesame seeds. I have some smoked paprika. We're going to use Gruyere cheese. That's over here, Joanne, if you got that. Gruyere cheese and some salt and pepper. So first thing we got to do is brush our first layer of phyllo dough, which is on a piece of parchment on a baking sheet. So let's put a little bit of butter on here. Sometimes I have a little trouble with these phyllo sheets. They rip, they dry out, but I think you have to work a little quickly a little bit with this, but we'll see. Don't want to tear anything. Well, you can always patch it up, I suppose, if you tear it. Okay, now this is just going to have butter on it, nothing else on the first layer. Hopefully, they will stick together. All right, I'm going to put another sheet of phyllo on top of this. Let's see how that works. Here's my phyllo. I'm going to put a second sheet, which is a different size from the first sheet, but that's okay. Don't ask me about that. We're going to butter this again, second sheet. This should go pretty quickly. In the meantime, I had my oven, it's preheating to 375. And once we're done with this, these are going to bake for just 8 to 10 minutes or so, until they crisp up a little bit. Okay, one more. One more time. Okay, that's done. Now the last layer of phyllo goes on top of that. There we go. Now this one, of all things, I'm going to press it down a little bit. Gets the egg white, not the butter. So we're going to baste this with egg white. And we'll see. I think this is pretty simple. Now, I haven't made this before. It's a recipe that I put together looking online and combining different things together. So it's always a challenge. Try something that you haven't done before and serve it to your friends. What could happen, right? They're going to get up and leave? I don't think so. So, right, Joanne?
That's right.
Right. They'll find a restaurant someplace, I guess. Okay, so that's that. Get rid of this. Now these are I have the white, Joanne, you got that? Those are the white and black sesame seeds. Now these are going to get sprinkled all over here. Hopefully I'll be able to do them evenly. I bet, you know what? It's better in my hand. My hands are clean. Well, it looks interesting so far. Now I'm going to grate some Gruyere cheese on top of this. Oh wait, let's put the paprika on here. I'm going to put that in here too. Not too much. Okay, now we're going to take the Gruyere. I didn't grate this ahead of time because if you do and you put it in a bowl, it's all going to stick together. So this is about 2 ounces of Gruyere. Watch your fingers using these microplaners. Okay. Did I miss any spots, Jen?
Oh, you're doing pretty well.
Oops. All right, it's starting to break up here in my hands. I'm getting too close to the edge, so I think this might be enough cheese. What do you think?
Yeah.
Don't want to have to take a emergency room break. Okay, let's leave that. Get that out of here. Okay, now what we have to do is cut these into 2-inch squares about before we bake them. So let's see what we can do here. I said use a pizza cutter. I guess we have one, Jay. Let's see if I can use a pizza cutter. It's easier.
Second drawer.
If I can find a pizza cutter. Yeah, pizza cutter. Let's see if this works or not. Alrighty, here we go. I think I'm going through. I can't even tell. They look like they cut, right, Jen?
Yeah.
I see a little movement there. A little smaller than 2 inches, but that's okay. More to eat. Okay. Okay, that's it. So we're gonna put them in the oven. So the oven, as I said, is at 375. Let's go over to the oven and put this in. And here we go. And we'll come back in about 8 to 10 minutes and we'll see how they come out. See you later. Okay, I guess we're back. It took about, I would say, 8 minutes to get this done. Joanne, take a picture of this, and this is what we came up with. And really, they are like little crackers. So this is the first taste of them. Good thing we cut them ahead of time. So, as we say in Italian in all my shows, we have assaggiato. We have to taste it and see what it tastes like. Very crispy. These are pretty good. First time. Very nice. Look, I took what? 8 minutes in there and 10 minutes to do this, 18 minutes, 20 minutes. Those are really nice. Not too salty. I didn't put too much salt in at the end. I said salt and pepper we're going to use. I put a little bit of salt because the cheese is probably salty as it is. And I put a little grated pepper on it too. But I'm pleased with this. This is really good. So I'll put the video on Bridgetown on Cucina di Vino, and you'll be able to see it if you like it. I'll put the ingredients and the directions. So, ciao for now. Thanks for coming back, and salute a tutti.